What is going on, everyone? I am the YuGiOh Scrub, but you all can call me Bailey, and I will tell you right now, I do not feel good about playing this deck. Is it one of my favorites and one of the most insane OTK decks there is? I think I've played this on the channel before, if not this exact version, a very similar Reasoning Gate, Cyberstein, Machine OTK deck. It's just so freaking good. I love it. The triple Megamorph, I mean, who doesn't love Megamorph? But this is the deck, even more than the Benkai deck that I used yesterday. This is the most sacky deck that I think I have ever made. It either wins so incredibly hard or you just lose, which I suppose is every kind of deck, because like you win or you lose. I suppose there's draws, which I actually do have a deck that is designed to never win. It's literally there to just use self-destruct button over and over and over again and try to annoy your opponent into quitting the game because you can just keep getting draws. Maybe someday I'll play that, but I don't know if you guys would enjoy that. Let me know in the comments if you want me to play that. But we just needed to record something really fast because it is already 5:12. My girlfriend gets home around 6, and I need to be able to finish recording as fast as I possibly can. And this deck speeds through games. So we'll talk about it real fast. Double Cyberstein, Jinzo, Double Fusilier Dragon, D-Mock, because of course you're going to run D-Mock in a Reasoning Gate deck. The Blowback Dragon, and then we have like triple Scapegoat, Monster Gate, Metamorphosis. You know, it's a Reasoning Gate deck. Really, it's the limiter removals and the Megamorphs that are different than other things. We also have double Econ. Maybe I change one of these to a Brain Control. Do I do that? Yeah. We're making changes on the fly. Here you go. New deck. Completely new than what I've used before. Let's go ahead and join the GOAT format ladder because, as I said, I just need to record something. I hope everyone's having a fantastic day. If you're not having a fantastic day, go and make it a fantastic day and then come back to my silly little videos. This one might not be silly. This might be aggressively mean to my opponents, or they're going to be aggressively mean to me. We finally win a rock, paper, scissors. Oh my god, I feel like I've lost so many in a row recently. Okay. We're going to use our brain here. We have Megamorph, Graceful Charity, Reasoning, Lightning Vortex, and Blowback Dragon. We'll just end our turn. I don't want to show the Reasoning yet. The only thing I hate about Reasoning Gate decks is they feel like a going sec. Oh my goodness. Okay, we're going to call 4. We're going to lose. Alright, maybe not. We call the 4 correctly. He summons Sacred Crane. Don't Monster Gate, don't Monster Gate, don't Monster Gate. Okay, he just attacks for 1,600. I'm fine with that. I need to stay above 5,000 life points if I want to win. I'm not afraid of any of these back row. Let's start with a Giant Trunade. Scapegoat coming. Okay, that's why I'm glad we have Lightning Vortex right now. Alright, we will then activate Reasoning. He calls 4. Ha, we're not running 4s. We're running 2s. We get Cyberstein. We'll declare. Pay 5,000 life points. Get, where is he? Master of Oz. Lightning Vortex. Getting rid of Metamorphosis. And activate, making him 8,400. And attack for game. Hell yeah. There we go. This side deck does work as siding into a more traditional Dimension Fusion Turbo, Reasoning Gate Turbo deck. But who doesn't love the machines? I mean, like, this is crazy. That's why I love this deck. It's so fun. We can, not even, like, the Benkai wins in one turn, but it's 3 attacks. You know, I had a game yesterday where I won by summoning Benkai and then attacking with, it equipped had a United We Stand that was getting it at 1,600 attack points and a Axe of Despair, and so it had 3,100 and attack 3 times per game, which is like fantastic. That just feels better when you literally just go 1 attack Master of Oz with Megamorph, win the game. Okay. Opponent sets 1 back row, summons Sacred Crane, and ends their turn. We draw a Scapegoat. Okay, we'll start with a Pot of Greed, I suppose. getting Reasoning and the limiter removal. Next, we will Snatch Steal, take the Sacred Crane, Tribute for Jinzo, and activate Reasoning. He calls 6. I suppose Blowback Dragon. Nope, we get Cyberstein. Let us go ahead and activate Giant Tornado, and if that's not Scapegoat, okay, it is Scapegoat. We'll pay 5,000 to summon, where is he? Gatling Dragon, and we just need a bunch of heads. Tails, come on, 2 heads. 2 heads, 2 heads. 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 Okay. So we can attack, but unfortunately we can't attack for game. We'll set Scapegoat, and we'll set the limiter removal. If we had limited and opponent quit, okay. Just go straight and go to the next match. If we had gone 3 heads, we would have had games. We attack with the 700 Cyberstein, and then we limiter removal the Gatling Dragon and the Jinzo, both machines. They both go over 4,000 attack, and we just win. Like, this deck is insane. Genuinely insane. We lose the rock, paper, scissors, and we will be going second. It's 7 minutes in. We've already had a whole match. Opening hand, Lightning Vortex, Jinzo, Jar of Greed, Reasoning, Monster Gate. So, potential for a really strong opening hand, but not as strong as the last few. Dust Shoot will give back the Jinzo. And I think we'll just set the Jar of Greed and end. Just make sure I shuffled. I think I did. He Dekoichis. That's fine. Obviously it is. He knows my hand. Knows I don't have a Judgment, nor would you ever, I think, Judgment a Dekoichi. That would seem so bad. Opponent sets a back row, summons DD Warrior Lady, and attacks for 2,900. So we have just enough life points to still potentially Cyberstein. We will, in the end phase, Jar of Greed, just making sure there's no Royal Decree, not that I think there would be. Okay. So we have to just go ahead and Reasoning, maybe hope for like a D-Mock. Calls 4. We get the Jinzo. Next, I think we go ahead and Snatch Steal the DD Warrior Lady. And do we enemy controller it and steal the Dekoichi? Or do we just Monster Gate right away? I think we go ahead, we go all out, we enemy controller, take the Dekoichi. Then we Monster Gate, get rid of the Dekoichi. We get Cyberstein. And we're going all out. 5,000. Summon the Gatling Dragon. And attack. and attack for game. Assuming these go through, which we have YuGiOh, so unless these are scapegoats, we should win. $4,800, $5,200. Okay. Do we want to bring these in? Get rid of like Cybersteins, Fusiliers. Blowback Dragon's still good. What else? Limiter removals. Megamorphs. Get rid of like... I just want to see, maybe get rid of the Parshath. And we need more lights. Parshath, and we'll bring in Torrential Tribute. So now the idea is they're going to call 2, saying, I don't want to see the Cyberstein, and we're going to get a 4, and then we're going to go off to the races. We'll see if it works or not. Opening hand is Monster Gate, Enemy Controller, Metamorphosis, Premature Burial, Giant, Trunade. So a Scapegoat would make this hand real nice, but who knows if we're actually going to see it or not. The real issue was that I sided out of the Machine Aggro. Why would I ever do that? You guys have seen how powerful it is and how well it's working. Obviously, with any Reasoning Gate deck, it does require luck. You know, if we didn't hit the YuGiOh with our Reasoning there, it would not have been nearly as powerful. Opponent sets a monster in the back row. We draw a Scapegoat. Excuse me, I had a little burp there. We'll set the Scapegoat and end. As long as it wasn't Dust Tornado, we were fine. Flips to Koichi. That's A-okay. Sets a monster. Attacks for 1,400. We will end phase Scapegoat. We draw Reasoning. Let us go ahead and start with a Trunade. Activate Reasoning, see what we get. He calls 4 again. I don't think that's the play after you saw the machine version. I have to look around my mic because the mic blocks the chat. We get Demock. And Demock Declare is going to get us, I think, Pot of Greed. Yeah. I think we'll then Metamorphosis. Steal the face down monster. It's a spy. We're gonna... And we do have an extra token. But immediately Monster Gate. Unfortunately, BLS goes to the graveyard. There's the Sacred Crane. We draw, activate Pot of Greed, draw 2 more, and this isn't looking too good. He has a Light in the Dark. The question is, I think we save our tokens. We just attack over the Dekoichi. An attack for 28. Should have attacked with Dark Magician Chaos. Kept the Dark out of the graveyard, but no big deal. We do 3,000 damage to him in total. We'll set Jar of Greed and Scapegoat. End our turn. I think you guys are seeing with this, like, that was a powerful turn. We did everything we wanted to do, and we just didn't do what the machine version is capable of doing. The machine version there, all it would have needed would have been a limiter, a megamorph, and like some more powerful things. Okay, opponent summons Tribe. That's fine. Gets rid of all the goat tokens. banishes the Dark Magician of Chaos with another Tribe Infecting Virus discard. And does he want to discard another for Sacred Crane to destroy it? That is the question. He sets a back row. He's viewing his graveyard. He does have lights and darks. He destroys the Sacred Crane, discarding a Zaborg. So he cleared our board. We'll take 16, because I obviously don't want to summon Scapegoat tokens and lose them all. Main phase 2. He's viewing my graveyard. He premature burials. What's he going to bring back? Probably Zaborg? Yep, that's fine. And end phase will Scapegoat. We draw Reasoning. We will start with Heavy Storm. Chain Jar of Greed. We draw Trunade. Okay, what do we want here? If we... Enemy controller. Let's start with Reasoning. Should probably call 6. That would be the best call. Hits Jinzo. Okay. So now we can Premature Burial, bring back Jinzo. Or Premature Burial and bring back Sacred Crane. 24 plus 16 is 42, right? No, that's only 4,000. I'm so bad at math today, guys. Alright, well, let's go ahead and summon the Jinzo. Enemy controller. Take Tribe. Attack for 4,000. And unfortunately, we're just going to have to call Aqua, destroying his own Tribe Infecting Virus by discarding our Trunade. I was kind of thinking we could Trunade, bring back the Premature Burial, but unfortunately that's not how that is going to happen. We just don't have the card advantage right now. Like, this has been a pretty powerful game, and I'm sure maybe I've missed games somewhere along the line. But, okay, so he metamorphosizes, stealing our Jinzo with 1,000 dies restrict, metamorphosizing his Magician of Faith. Luckily, I believe we still have some Chaos Sorcerers in our deck. There's a Dimension Fusion. So, I think what we do, we'll play it a little aggressive here. Summon the Demok. Declare, and we will target we can't target Metamorphosis. Let's target the Snatch Steal. And we'll try to attack with 1,000 dies restrict. and see if it goes through. We also have Chaos Monsters, not in our hand, but in our deck. So we have good top decks if this doesn't go through. He Book of Moons. Okay. We'll just attack over. Does get banished from the Demock effect. And opponent top decks his last pathetic card. He sets a monster. We draw Brain Control. Attack with Demock. DD Warrior Lady. Banishes our Demock. We'll set Brain Control. End our turn. He sets a monster. We draw Blowback Dragon, unfortunately. Can't do anything. Can't tribute over a goat token, obviously. He's viewing his graveyard. He has Lights and Darks. Summons Breaker. So maybe we shouldn't have set Brain Control. Come on. Chaos Monster. There's the Chaos Sork. Banish. I suppose we'll banish a Light and a Dark of this type. And we'll tribute for Blowback Dragon. And see if it goes through. He should have changed this. Come on, third heads. Okay, just try to attack. No Sakuretsu. Okay, we win. GG's, and he left already. Alright, we'll do another match. One more match, I think. We found it really quickly. There was a problem. Another match. Never seen that before. There was a problem. We're gonna pick Scissors. We win! I was gonna pick Rock. You too, my man. Good luck to you. We will be going first. Opponent's wearing the Mystic Mind sleeves. Opening hand looks pretty decent. We will set Jar of Greed, end our turn. We have Enemy Controller, Brain Control, Graceful Charity, Metamorphosis, Monster Gate, Jar of Greed. Keeping the Metamorphosis in Graceful Charity, not Metamorphosis in hand. Greed and Graceful in hand. Opponent Pot of Greeds, that's fine. But I want to have more information before I use the Graceful right away. I would love a Scapegoat, but can't always win. I will call 4. My opponent's playing a Reasoning Gate deck. Okay, Embodiment of Apophis. Not a great card, but very interesting. Opponent hits us for 24. And there's a Reasoning of our own. Okay, let's start with a Reasoning. Calling 8. We get Fusilier Dragon. Let's activate Graceful Charity. Getting Ring, Cyberstein, Limiter Removal. We'll discard Cyberstein and I think Metamorphosis. Next we'll activate Brain Control. He's gonna have Book of Moon, isn't he? He doesn't. Okay. So let's do the math here. 2,400 and then 56. 24, that should be game. So we'll attack with Jinzo. He scapegoats. Okay. So we'll attack. Attack. Main phase 2. We will Monster Gate away the Jinzo. And put a Cyberstein in defense, because obviously we're under 5,000. We don't need the Cyberstein right now. We'll then activate the Jar of Greed. Get Megamorph. And we'll set Ring and end. Opponent sets a back row. Sets a few back row. What is this deck? Draw Monster Gate. In standby. Jar of Greed. Good Goblin Housekeeping. So he draws 2, then he has to put 1 to the bottom of the deck. Alright. We'll Monster Gate, getting rid of the Cyberstein. Getting a Blowback Dragon. And do we have game here? If we attach Megamorph on Blowback Dragon, let's declare and target this back row. Okay. It was his own limiter removal. Very interesting. We'll declare and change this to 5,600. Battle, attack, enemy controller, to attack, damage. Yeah, I love this deck. It is so freaking sacky, but oh my goodness, is it crazy good. I swear. Why is not everyone playing this deck? I think this is the best deck in the format. Now, I don't actually know about that. I am not the person to have the authority to make a claim like that, but I swear whenever I play it, it just feels insane how strong it is. Is there any change that I actually want to make? I don't think so. I mean, side decking right now. Maybe Mirror Force over like a Jar of Greed, just because we know he's running the Jinzo. Okay, well, didn't get it in. But we know he's running Jinzo, so if we have to call 6, we can call 6. Opening hand is Blowback Dragon, Reasoning, Limiter Removal, Monster Gate, and the Mirror Force that we sided in. Graceful Charity. Opponent draws 3. Discarding Demok and a Scapegoat. So he probably has a Scapegoat in his hand. Reasoning. We'll call 4. So this is a mirror match. I guess I literally said my opponent was kind of weird for calling 4. I literally knew he was running the limiter as well. And I made the same mistake. Okay, so my opponent now pays 5,000. Summoning the last warrior from another planet. Sets a few back row and ends. We draw Scapegoat. We'll set Scapegoat, Mirror Force, and then we can't Reasonings, we can't summon. Opponent Jar of Greeds. We will Mirror Force and hope he doesn't have a Decree. Nope, no Decree. Main phase 2. Two Darks in the grave, no lights. He Call of the Haunteds. Getting D-Mock. Gets himself a Reasoning. We'll call 6. If he gets a Cyberstein, I do not care about that in the slightest. Okay, so he gets a Cyberstein. We'll call 6 again. Spell Canceller. Ooh. That's pretty good. So I think we have to, like, top deck a Cyberstein. What is this? We draw Fusilier. We will summon the Fusilier and attack Spell Canceller. Damage step. Oh. Okay. Let's bring in the Mirror Force and Torrential. Yeah, that... I don't know. We have to make sure that just doesn't hit the field. I don't think we have an out to it. So maybe this deck isn't as good as I thought. True Nade, Limited Removal, Pot of Greed, True Nade, Metamorphosis, Torrential Tribute. We'll start with a Pot of Greed, drawing Monster Gate and Jinzo. Set Torrential Tribute, end our turn. Take another swig of water. He Upstart Goblins. I know Upstart could be pretty good in this deck, but I feel like there's a lot of times where, like a Master of Oz Megamorph, you need your opponent at 8,000. If your opponent's at 9,000, you don't get the OTK. That's fine. He can pay the 5,000. Does he summon Ryu Senshi? I will Torrential Tribute. Opponent sets 2 back row, ends his turn. We draw Heavy Storm. We'll go ahead and activate the Heavy Storm. I figured it was going to be a Jar Greed of some sort. The embodiment of Apophis is really weird. I don't know why he's playing that. And we'll set True Nade and end. We're just not seeing what we need right now, and the cat is just being a freaking cat. I love her, but oh my goodness, come on. Get out of here. She's just at my feet playing with my computer. Like the little, any wire that's dangling. Maybe that's why my freaking audio sucks. Maybe the cat's eating the cord, which I know she's like not. She will kind of like sniff it and rub her face against it. Get away. I'm sorry. I love cats. They are wonderful creatures. But right now, she's being a little frustrating. I like dogs more. I am a dog person. The cat was my girlfriend's. She's very, very cute. But I just hate how they refuse to listen to you. Got heads, heads. Send the Trunade to grave. We'll eat 2,300. We draw reasoning. Okay, so now we might just have the game here. Calls 2. Unfortunate. We'll set Metamorphosis and end. I don't even know if it's worth setting the Metamorphosis because we need any monster we can summon. Heads. Come on, 2 tails. Not that it really matters. Heads. Okay. We take another 23. Come on. Scapegoat. Swords of Revealing Light. That's fine. There's a Scapegoat. We'll set Scapegoat. You do have to chain before you see the result, but he can't now target a token. So, Blowback gets rid of 1 Scapegoat token. He sets another back row and ends his turn. We will Giant Trunade. For fun, we'll Monster Gate. It doesn't really matter what we hit. Anything we hit is just game. I mean, we don't even need to hit anything. And unfortunate. Okay, so I mean, we could have snatched, stolen Blowback, tribute for Jinzo if we even felt like it, and just limit her. I mean, we had game right there. You guys saw that's the easiest game shot that you have ever seen. But this deck is insane. Just like tell me this is not the greatest deck you've ever seen. The side deck, obviously, I think the masquerading into a more traditional Dimension Fusion Reasoning Gate Turbo deck is just not as good as you could if you just were running an actual side deck with the spell cancelers and things like that. But I think it's kind of funny because your opponent, the idea, like I said, is basically have your opponent calling 2 because they're really afraid of the Cyberstein, and that's when, you're hitting your 4s and your 5s with your Air Knight Parshath and things like that. But frankly, the power of the machine deck is just so good that why would you ever run anything else? But let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Never play this deck because everyone will hate you. I am the Yu-Gi-Oh! Scrub, and goodbye.